what have we got up here on this flatbed? Looks like we have a Mercedes 300 SM. Oh, no way. Check that thing out. That thing's badass. Oh, what?
When we have to test for accuracy on our guns, we can run them in there.
Dude, take a look. 113 degrees outside right now. Smoking hot. All right, guys, I've got a treat for you today. We got a special invitation to go take a look at POF-USA's facility. That would be Patriot Ordnance Firearms. They're made right here in Phoenix, Arizona, and we get to go take a look at their facility and spy some of the top secret stuff that they're doing in there. Super cool. There it is, guys. My brother's Matco truck. There he is, Scott Bradshaw. What's up, guys? I'm Kyle Bradshaw, and right now I'm at POF-USA. That's Patriot Ordnance Firearms. I'm going to take you on a quick walkthrough of this facility so you can see just how these guns are made here in the USA. It's absolutely amazing. These are super high quality guns, super accurate guns, and if you are a gun owner or lover, you're going to love this episode, so stay tuned.
So whether it be a forged lower or a billet lower, 223, 308, it doesn't matter. We start here at this section, and these guys right now you can see are building Gen 4 lowers. So it's a fully ambidextrous billet lower that they have. All of our guns that we make now utilize our drop-in triggers. So we have them in straight, curved, and this is our EPF. And they also come in single stage or two stage, depending on the model of the gun. But this is literally as simple as dropping this in, putting the pins through it, and it's done. From this stage, they'll sit and wait. Because over here is where we'll go through and build all of our uppers. So all of our uppers will get manufactured here. What they do here is they'll take a box of uppers, send them over to this side, and build out uppers. Notice we don't have a muzzle brake or a hand guard on it, because what we do once we have this is we bring that float over and we'll join them up together. At this point, you can see we got some other pistols and stuff right here too. What they'll do is they'll wheel this float in and all of these individuals into our range, and they'll go ahead and test fire them from there. So this is our test range. Wow. So we have the 3 bays here that are meant for, you know, obviously this is where we test fire guns, check for cycling issues, anything like that. We run brass and steel case through all of our guns. As you can see, obviously we do recycle all of our materials that we get out of here, especially the brass. We do have the range mined out periodically to remove all the lead. Right now the guys are testing the new 9mm subgun, so there's a ton of 9mm casings over here that you can see. Oh, nice. You like? Good for you.
He said, look at the smile on his face.
I haven't had any issues shooting it.
How many rounds you got through this one today?
Some of them we put 250, some of them we put 500 here today.
Gotcha. So these are final R&D guns before we go to production. So they're putting 10,000 rounds through each one of these. A retarded amount of rounds. Nobody's ever going to shoot that much in a gun. This is our new 9mm sub gun. So we got the fully ambidextrous lower on here, kind of like you saw out there when they were building those Gen 4s. Ambidextrous charging handle can be removed left or right. We built our own 35 round proprietary magazine, so that's the right way to build a subgun. You have to build a mag. Incredibly expensive. This thing is super badass. Like, this is going to change course for us next year. So we're going to go through, fire these 10,000 rounds through each gun, and then we'll give it the blessing from there and go full production. So this will launch in January at SHOT Show. So this thing is it's just super awesome.
That's cool.
Right.
Fully ambidextrous. That's neat.
Yeah, so left and right. The one difference between this Gen 4 lower and the ones that we have on like our Revolution series and our 415s is we don't have our bolt hold open in the trigger guard because we don't need it on that. It's a little different process, you know?
I like that.
Right?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So when they're shooting in there, do you hear it out here at all, or is it just muted?
If you're in there, it's loud without hearing protection, but... So those guns we're running, we'll shoot them suppressed, unsuppressed. Yeah, see? So now that they're test fired, they'll stay on those floats and they'll get wheeled over here. As you can see, different models and colors. At this point, they'll have their rails added, their muzzle brake, anything else that needs to be put on there. We basically build all of our guns by the end of the day, package them up, and start fresh the next day. Nothing really gets left. Not really. So in normal times, we would build guns, package them up, and store them, and sell from stock. But for the last 18 months, we've had a back order. we're still almost 10,000 guns backwards right now.
Wow.
We build about 2,500 guns a month, so we still got about 4 to 5 months of backlog. Good problem to have, right? Because it depends on the model of the gun. We build about 40 to 60% of the firearm here. We don't make springs, bolts, fire selector switches, any of that little stuff, because there's no reason for it. You know, but anything that we do make here and anything that we have subbed out, you'll notice on a POF product, every single part of this will have a manufacturer's date code on it. So you'll see it right there on the dictator gas block, on the muzzle, on the back side of this, it would be on here. It's on the bolt, it's going to be on the charging handle, it's going to be on everything. So if there were a problem with anything, we could narrow it down to a specific
That date, this lot,
and the manufacturer that made it, and stop it and go from there.
That's nice.
So from here, these guys will literally spend all day from 5 o'clock in the morning till 3:30 just packaging guns.
wow.
So they'll package a pallet, put it on, push it back, and you'll see a bunch of pallets getting ready to go out there right now. That's just kind of what they do right here in this section. It's just box up and get it the hell out of here. This is where we keep a lot of different guns. Like all of these are basically our trade show guns that we kind of try to keep.
Yep.
So when we do have a trade show, or if we have salespeople out on the road, they can get whatever kind of rifle they need to take out and show people, you know. Like this is our Minuteman, but it's in tungsten. It's just a really nice color.
Yeah.
I like it better with the brace versus this Phase 5 Buffer 2. But that's just a really sexy looking color. It's just a good looking gun, you know. Right.
Like a graphite or whatever.
Yep, exactly. We got our Prescott and Patriot Brown. We got our burnt bronze. This is our Wonder. That's titanium blue. Here's another Minuteman in tungsten with the stock on it. Like, just a really, really good looking gun.
That is good looking, yeah.
Yeah, so what we're doing for the giveaway we're going to do with Moto City is a standard black 16-inch. Oh yeah, there we go. So here's like the exact one we'll give away. You know, so this has got your 3-prong flash hider, your oversized heat sink barrel nut, helps dissipate about 70% of the heat. You've got your E-squared, your dual extraction technology in here. So, like I said, storage, shipping. So about a year and a half ago, we doubled the size of our machine shop. This is just raw bar stock, right? So this is a really, really hard material called maraging. It's incredibly expensive, and that's what we make our bolts out of. We're the only manufacturer in the world to use it. But we'll load this up into the magazine, kind of like bullets, and this machine will take that round bar stock and build you a complete
We'll make that.
AR bolt.
Wow.
And then it'll spit it out on the conveyor belt on the roto rack. This entire machine makes 2 parts, bolts, and then the extractor that goes in the bolt.
Whoa.
That is all this machine makes. But it starts its life off like that. We'll take that and we'll mount it. And as you can see right in here, it's cutting 2 Rebel 22 extrusions at one time.
That's 2 of them at once.
Yep. So it goes in looking like that, comes out looking like this.
Saving a lot of material off.
Right, exactly. We do recycle all of our spare. You'll see all of our chips in the back. From this point, it'll go get deburred, then it'll be sent out to be anodized. Here's those lowers we just looked at over there. Now these are now complete. So these are 100% done now.
Yeah.
A ton of rails right here that we've got back in from anodized that we'll build guns. Here's like 5 pallets of guns going out right here that are all wrapped up, ready to go out to customers.
That's freaking nuts, dude. That's awesome. It's like the Honda Talent, the DCT. First gear's already, or second gear's already spooled up, while first gear's running, so it just slides in, right?
This is our shipping and receiving and quality control. So there's a couple of different things. One, raw materials will come through the store. We'll make a bolt carrier like you guys saw. Then we'll send that bolt carrier back out for heat treat. So it'll get heat treated. Then it comes back in, gets inspected again. Then we go to put it into production. It gets built, gets inspected again before we put it in the gun. Then we go shoot that gun. It's another form of inspection. So there's just a lot of stuff. Some of the things that we don't make that we subcontract out, like our triggers, we have those made for us based off of our design. And you can see right here, we've got a trigger tester that's going through and testing all
Every
of those
single
triggers.
trigger?
Every single
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds right.
trigger. And then in the middle
Wow.
of all of the chaos of the last year.
Thank you.
So, you know, we've won Rifle of the Year 3 times in a row. We've won the NRA's Golden Bullseye once. We're hoping to win it again this year. You know, we've won more back-to-backs than any other manufacturers.
Yeah.
And there you have it, guys. There's a quick tour of POF-USA. These guys are totally badass. Now, I like their guns to begin with, but having seen the work that they go through and the meticulous nature that they use when building these guns, it's absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, POF-USA, the link's down below. Go check them out. And if you happen to purchase a gun from them, make sure you tell them that Kyle sent you. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Until next time, take care and ride safe.